Time he goes in, though, Tony Pep doing a good job with that jab. Good uppercut by Pep, and Castillo just continues to move forward, and he's an excellent target for Tony Pep. And oh boy, I tell you, what a battle this has turned out to be for Pep, trying to knock out Castillo. And there's a look at the corner of Tony Pep. What can Jerome Coffey say to Tony Pep, Scotty? You know, he's doing everything right.
He absolutely is, James. He's landing absolutely everything he's throwing here. There are very few punches throughout the whole fight that Pep threw and didn't land. His percentage is extremely high, but he has to be careful. This kid is still in the fight. He's still standing. He hasn't quit, and he has some punching power. Anytime that happens in a fight, you have to be very careful. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jerome wasn't telling him to just play it safe. If you don't get this guy out of there, win a decision.
Here we go into round number 6. Tony Kidfire Pep battling Francisco Castillo out of Monterrey, Mexico. And Castillo has won 2 straight, both of them by knockout. And Tony Kidfire Pep coming off the loss to Floyd Mayweather Jr. And that fight, Pep says, is one that, you know, after he lost the fight to Mayweather, Pep didn't feel very good about himself. But then Floyd Mayweather Jr. went on to win the World Championship, and he has just dominated his division, as Scotty had mentioned earlier. Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year, and, you know, to me, one of the most promising prospects in professional boxing today. Boy, Tony Pep is just leveling some big shots at Francisco Castillo, who is really taking some big shots. And finally, Castillo shows that he's human, Scotty. He goes down after just a wrath of punches by Tony Kidfire Pep.
That was an accumulation of punches. That was telltale of the whole fight right there.
And that is going to do it. Tony Kidfire Pep ends the fight for Francisco Castillo, and that is the 40th professional victory for Tony Kidfire Pep. And I'm sure he must have been saying to himself, I can't believe that this kid stood up as long as he did. But there is certainly a happy Tony Pep. Here's some of the action, Scotty, and you know, Tony Pep was just able to throw his punches together, and not only in 1-2 combinations, but in, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 combinations. And not only was he throwing those large combinations, but there you see Castillo going down, and that must have been the end of about an 8-punch combination. But it was certainly a good night for Tony Pep, because he was able to turn around and do the job that he wanted to, probably more successful than what he thought he was going to be able to do against this kid.
You're right, James. If I was Tony Pep's camp, I would never send this tape to any world champion. After reviewing this tape, no champion is going to want to fight Tony.
Well, let's get our official result from Gary Meyer, our ring announcer.
The winner by knockout at 1 minute 6 seconds of the 6th round, Tony Kidfire Pep.
A jubilant Tony Pep, and standing by is Ron Rimmer with our winner tonight.
Thanks so much, James. Well, after about a year absence, Tony Kidfire Pep, what a return to the ring. You look like you were having a whole lot of fun out there.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reiner. First of all, I'd like to thank, I was really having a bad day today, and I almost didn't feel like doing this here tonight, but my good friend, Action Jackson from Auto Time, came up with the main thing. I needed some friendship today. I was alone and all day, and Action was here for me. Now, getting back to the fight, it was a year off. I had fought Floyd Mayweather last year. I was a bit down. I lost decision to him, and now everyone knows he's a great champion. But since then, it's been a year. I've been reunited with Jerome Coffey and Stitch, Mr. Jacob Duran, and my friend Action Jackson. also like to thank Jerry Gilroy and KO Boxing. I felt good tonight. He was a tough guy, but he was tailor-made for me. My main thing is to get back on the winning scene, which I've done, and hey, fight, show Canada and the rest of the world that I'm not finished yet at age 34. I mean, there's a bunch of youth to me.
You want to play it again?
Well,
what's the game plan? What's the game plan?
Is to get a couple more in. I gotta win. I gotta fight in Slave Lake August 13th. Get another win. Hopefully, I can get down to Vegas, train with Jerome and Stitch. And we're doing some negotiations with Mr. Lorsey, Julian Lorsey, for the WBA title. He's making a defense. Glenn Carey has talked to those people in France, and they're interested in fighting Tony Pep. So the main thing is, we would like to go to France, but hey, Billy Irwin's out there. The Canadian lightweight title is vacant. The Commonwealth title. Billy, I see you're out there. You're knocking a lot of stiffs out. Come and fight me, and let's see who the best lightweight in Canada is.
Let's go, Billy.
That's me, Billy. Come on, I know you're out there.
You looked awfully good tonight,
Okay,
Tony. All the best. Tony Pep now 40-7 with 22 KOs after knocking this guy out tonight. He looked awfully good, James. Awfully good.
Yeah, you're darn right, Ron. Thank you very much. And, you know, Tony Pep has a bright future, and so do these two guys.
Very experienced Tony Pep, with 30 wins at 29 years old. Canadian and very tall, as you can see there, 6 feet 1. Super featherweight then, 9 stone 4, 130 pounds. And the tall Pep came in the lighter of the two at 9 stone 2. How he got it, he's got to have hollow legs, I should think. He's so tall for a super featherweight. Second defense, he defeated a fellow called Glenn Ford in Canada. And he won in Britain against Hugh Ford. Strange they should have same names in the 9th round back in 91. He also then won the championship against Paul Harvey in Britain. A very competent performer, JT Williams, as he's admitted himself. He wasn't always at full stretch. Now he's really got down to work. He's improved immensely, apparently. 7 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw on his record. So whether it's too early in his career, we don't know. But he certainly wants to have a go at this fellow. He's not the hardest hitter in the world, and all he's got to do is just try and keep out of where those jabbing punches coming in like that.
He's got everything to gain here, Reg, because looking at the record, he's sort of got a very uphill fight here, because the guy is so experienced that if I was him, I'd be just going in and trying my hurdle. Because the guy, looking at his record, can't punch, that is Pep. He's just a good boxer. I'm saying that. Well, I tell you what, Billy, I said I was just going to say, if they get caught right, they go, but I wouldn't have thought that at that point. Midway through the opening round, John Cole, the referee, well-experienced referee, he wondered what hit him there, JT Williams, and so did I, but it was the amount of punches, the accumulation of them that did it. Oh, he's a class act, isn't he? Very good. Tony Pep. Oh, he brings them up like that. They're so difficult to defend, those punches. They're uppercuts he hits you with. Look at that. Right through the guard. Doubles them up. It's nice to see him fighting back there.
Got a good Welsh crowd support here in London's East End, in the heart of the fighting land, as it were. There's some tough battles in my time here. Oh, he's all over. He won't get over that one, but his legs buckled underneath him, and I think the referee will stop it when he gets up. If he sees any play underneath 8, take your hands up. No, he stopped it. I thought he would, but he knew when JT Williams went down that he was hurt, the way the legs buckled. And he had one look in the eyes, and he had to tell him to raise his arms, and he didn't do it automatically.
Well, I said the wrong thing there, Reg.
No, well...